Game over. SN15 will be the first to land humans to Mars. The wait to Mars is finally over. Humans will soon be able to land on the fourth planet in the solar system. Sounds exciting, right? You must already have been dreaming about flying to Mars. Do you want to know how this happened? Well, stay tuned. If you live on planet Earth, you must have definitely heard of Elon Musk, the multi-billionaire and business tycoon who took the world of technology by storm through his breakthrough ideas, companies, and is currently the richest person in the world. One of Elon Musk's early ventures was SpaceX, or the Space Exploration Technologies Group, which he founded in May 2002, and of which he remains to be the CEO and the chief engineer. Musk's initial goal of starting a space tech-based company was to build affordable rockets. The company was initially downgraded as inexperienced and suffered some initial failures during its attempt to launch its first rocket, the Falcon 1, in 2006. It was even said that the repeated failure of the company disturbed Musk so much that he used to wake up to nightmares and used to scream of physical pain. But finally, in 2008, SpaceX successfully launched Falcon 1, being the first ever private liquid-fueled rocket to do so. And from there on, started the success story of the most successful private space tech companies in the world today. SpaceX has continued its streak with many other successful launches, and one of those launches includes the SN15, or Starship Serial Number 15, which aims at sending humans to Mars. And they may have just succeeded. The SN15 is the latest prototype of SpaceX's Starship rocket. SN15 aims to be a reusable heavy-lift launch vehicle that can carry astronauts and cargo to the Moon and Mars, with the primary focus being on the latter. The Starship rocket is actually being built on a series of prototypes and not just SN15. It had all started way back in 2005, when the concepts of Starship were first thought up. However, development began in 2016. Since then, a wide variety of prototypes have been built, ranging from the first complete Starship prototype SN8 to the most recent SN15. SN8 underwent 4 fire tests between October and November 2020, of which only the 4th test, held on the 9th of December 2020, just a bit more than a year ago, was relatively successful, and SN8 managed to reach an altitude of 7.8 miles, but unfortunately destroyed itself in its attempt to land due to a fuel feed issue. On the 2nd of February 2021, SpaceX took its second shot with SN9. SN9 was made to follow the same trajectory as its predecessor, but it followed the same fate as well. SpaceX redoubled its efforts and on the 3rd of March 2021 released SN10, which landed successfully but exploded minutes later, probably due to the rupture of a propellant tank. On the 30th of March, SN11 exploded during its descent and scattered debris up to 5 miles. At this point, SpaceX could have given up, but the team decided to take the leap, literally. Rather than designing and building the next 3 prototypes, SN12, SN13, and SN14, SpaceX decided to make SN15 their next priority. Around this time, NASA had already selected the Starship rocket for its next lunar mission, and so everyone's hopes were pinned on SN15. SN15 reportedly had hundreds of modifications in its design, structure, and avionics. And finally, the 5th of May 2021, SpaceX decided to take the plunge. Around a week earlier, Musk tweeted that SN15 was nearly ready and will be tested for flight next week. The entire team and SpaceX fans waited with bated breath to see how SN15 would fare. In its high-altitude test, in which the vehicle was to be powered by 3 Raptor engines, these engines were shut down sequentially before the vehicle reached the apogee of its journey at an altitude of 6.2 miles, and a safe landing was expected after performing the maneuvers of earlier prototypes. At 6:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 22:24 Greenwich Mean Time, SN15 successfully took off from SpaceX's Starbase test site near the town of Boca Chica, southern Texas. SN15 smoothly reached the desired 6-mile altitude, neatly performed its maneuvers, and safely landed at the designated landing pad exactly 6 minutes after it had taken off. And boom, it had happened. During the live commentary of the launch and landing of the vehicle, the company's principal integration engineer John Insberger commented, "We are down. The Starship has landed." Musk himself shared the happy news through a tweet that said, "Starship landing nominal," which meant that SN15 had passed its test. By coincidence, this happened on the 60th anniversary of the first flight to space by an American astronaut, Alan Shepard. Will this success of SpaceX's attempt to go to Mars go down in history as the first ever human landing on Mars? Will this serve as the first step towards Musk's dream of starting a self-sustaining human population on Mars one day? Well, we dearly hope so. The success of the latest prototype could change the history of space travel and human expeditions to space. Let's see how far we can go. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think humans will be landing on Mars soon? Do let us know in the comments section below. Hit the like button if you are an Elon Musk and SpaceX fan, and if you enjoyed this video. Share this video with your space crazy friends and subscribe for more such amazing videos. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.